I'd been on full-blooded Arabian horses. They're nuts. They're absolutely crazy. They're very high-spirited.
Yes.
And one goof, we were crossing a highway, and a semi-truck driver blew his horn. Well, that horse went off like a bullet.
Right.
Went that way, and I went straight up.
Yes. They have a very high runaway rate.
Yeah.
You know, no, I
Why
shouldn't say
is that?
Well, it's part of their survival. If from their perspective, and this is the great thing, is there's sometimes that I find horse owners and all of us really, from our perspective, we may not be afraid of something. For example, horses sometimes are afraid of plastic bags because it moves, it makes sound. But from their perspective, it's life-threatening. So we can't get mad at them. We can support them, and if they trust us as a leader, we can introduce them to whatever the scary thing is and say, yeah, you can do this. But there's a part of them that just wants to leave. So we really have to be careful in bringing the horse from the curiosity, because if they're far enough back, they'll be curious about whatever the object is, and pushing them too far so that they're now afraid and they want to flight. And this is how I think another lesson with kids is if a child is afraid of a spider, and we know it's not anything to be afraid of, if we grab the kid and force them to deal with the spider, we're not building a relationship with one another, because they're associating me with this scary thing. I'm forcing them to do it. Yeah. So working with horses is a great way for us to understand empathy. What's it like to be in the horse's hooves, so to speak, and see the world through their eyes, right? It makes us a little bit more compassionate.
I think this is a really important program. So you're looking for new clients all the time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So give a shout out to, you have a website?
www.empoweredbyhorses.com.
Nice. And an email address?
Carla, C-A-R-L-A, @empoweredbyhorses.com.
Fantastic. What about a phone number? Do you give that out?
604-809-3494.
All right, girl.
Yes.
You did great. That's all it is. That's it. That's our interview. Painless, right?
Yes.
Like there's nothing to it. People think, oh my gosh, I had one guy say, Rick, I was so nervous I couldn't work up spit. But when he came on the show, he said, Rick, that was the best time I've ever had.